This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Hey, come over here. Matt's in the Hat is about to appear. He's coming over to whisk you away on a fabulous journey today. He's coming! And now he's arrived to the Bacon Cave, and he's going to drive. He is Matt's, and he's oodles of fun with his hairy helpers, Zack and Kent Dunn. It's Matt's in the Hat. All our adventures start like that. Wherever you're going, wherever you're at, Matt's in the Hat knows a lot about that.
Yay! And you said that wasn't going to be very good.
Great. You like that, your hairy friend?
Yeah.
Perfectly timed.
Welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Zack.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last show, our James Bond Modern Mission show.
Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Dr. November's
So
over. Even
much
though
Bond,
November
guys.
isn't over.
We have,
Can we not talk about it for like 5 or 6 years?
Dr. November was also 70s bracket, and then this show. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a look back.
It's fine.
And yeah, but if Baconsale still exists by the time the next Bond comes out, like there are 3 things left to talk about.
Yeah.
We will probably do it again.
Probably
so.
But Chris Anderson on Facebook said, I thought I was going to have major beef with you guys. How can you say Timothy Dalton was the least attractive Bond? He was the most attractive Bond. There's nothing sessier than a cleft chin, but you somewhat quelled my annoyance by claiming he was one of the better Bonds. Good show, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he
We
was.
should- that's a show for us. We're going to be tearing clefts on chins.
Oh.
I'm in.
Buzz Lightyear, tier 1. Then I got called out. I said that Die Another Day was tier 1 on Instagram.
By us?
I didn't.
Okay.
It's tier 3. But that said, Teddy Swenson 3812 says, great show, and now I'm debating whether spending $100 on the entire Bond collection is a good idea or not.
Yes.
Just do it, but wait until No Time to Die comes
You
out.
can find it
and then
streaming
just have,
so many places.
No, it's nice to have.
Just buy
It's
the good
okay to
ones.
have.
You know what's not nice, though, is the DVD set that I have, like, all the menus are terrible. So maybe getting it on, like, iTunes or something is a good idea.
It sounds very
'Cause then you can just,
specifically your problem.
like, scroll through. Just whatever DVD set I have is bad. I wouldn't do that. And then over on Twitter, Ryan, now I resign 2112, says, my biggest takeaway from the most recent episode of Baconsale is that I need to go back and watch the James Bond movies again. I don't remember Spectre. Maybe I never saw that one. Takeaway number 2, I think only getting 2 Timothy Dalton Bonds is the biggest Bond tragedy. And I agree.
It's true. How sad.
Is it?
It is.
I mean, I need to say that
We
cleft
should
chin
have just
more.
got Brosnan back then.
Yeah.
That's what
Property
we
of a
should've.
lady.
Yeah, thank you for listening to our Bond show. We enjoyed hearing your comments. We enjoyed doing it. We had a good time doing it. I'm a little nervous. today.
Why are you nervous?
Because what are we talking about today, Zach?
I will just say this. I don't know.
What?
I don't know much about this episode, but I do know only one of you is going to leave the Bacon Cave alive.
What?
I don't know, because I didn't plan this week's show. You didn't plan this week's show. What are we going to do here?
We got a guest.
Hey, guest.
Hi, everybody.
You mean hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There we go.
Kent told me to be a little calmer today. so
I did
that's what I'm
not
doing.
say
Be
that.
quiet.
I would never try to control you.
He says it to me all the time.
Matt,
Yeah.
you've been on the show a number of times before. We thank you for coming back and putting up with us again.
Yep, happy to be here.
But you have prepared something special today.
Yeah, so as a patron, you get to kind of like work with the guys to come up with a potential show idea. And I was telling Kent, it would be so awesome if I could take the reins and let y'all have a break. And to my complete and utter shock, they actually gave me the reins. And so,
Wait, so what kind of show is this?
well, I mean, once you guys are ready, I would love to start.
I mean, we're giving Mott's the keys to the Bacon Cave.
Is this like one of those like what would Baconsale do type shows? Like Joel, would you rather have your leg bitten off and then drowned or slashed and then bled out?
I hope not.
I don't.
Like one of those shopping cart stuff?
I should have
we'll find
implemented that. Dang it, Kent.
Yeah.
I should have worked with you better.
More gore, please. That's all I ask.
no.
Always more gold.
Family friendly.
We are turning the reins over to Matt's today. We are going to let him drive this show and see where it goes. Hopefully, it's not a little too crazy, but we're going to find out.
We're a little
no
worried.
idea.
Yeah.
Joel, how
Although-
many notes have you prepared for this show?
0 pages
Yep.
of notes.
Oh, Joel's stressed.
Although
I am.
I would, first of all, just like to give a quick shout out to Jake, even though we all know he's not listening, that I completely understand your stress level.
And you say that because this is based off of ideas and show concepts we've done before, right?
Yes, it is. I definitely try to keep my ideas like tailored to the Baconsale audience and at least how I interpret Baconsale because I love the show. But it's just holy crap, because this is either going to be great or literally to quote Jacob, this is either going to be awesome or just a complete train wreck. And
Either way, people will listen.
yeah, so
Because it'll be like, you guys got to hear how bad this is. Or you guys got to hear how good this is.
yeah, so I mean, I guess we should start.
Let's jump
Okay.
in it.
All right.
So, Matt, you said this is similar to what Jake has planned for the show before, right? And we talked about how nervous we are. And we generally get nervous when we do these choose your own adventure type shows, right? Is that what we're talking about here?
Truthfully, yeah. The first episode I ever listened to with Baconsale was a Choose Your Own Adventure, the Zombie Apocalypse episode, actually.
Wow.
And so, honestly, and that's when I completely fell in love with the show and, binged, I don't know.
Yeah.
Binged the other Choose Your Own Adventure episodes. We haven't done them for a couple of years.
We've done so few of these.
Because they're very time
Mostly we try to get Jake to plan a show, and that was really the issue. And so we welcome you to do that
he
for
actually
us
literally
today.
quit the show because he didn't want to do another one of these.
Hey, Zach,
So-
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hi.
Well, I think it's super interesting too is that because the zombie apocalypse episode was the first episode I listened to, that also means when I first listened to Baconsale, that was when I was also introduced to Zack because he was the scorekeeper on that episode.
Yeah, and I just stepped up to the mic and was like, "This isn't score," and then I walked away.
Oh no, you were in the show at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I've
So-
obsessively listened to that show in preparation.
So we're using the same format,
But it's not
but we have no
Halloween
idea.
themed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is not. It's well, you'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited.
It's what appears to be a normal Baconsale night when Joel, Kent, and Zack are doing some general vocal warm-ups before recording the new episode for the week.
Fist against the post, but still insist.
Ray Parker Jr. sued Julius.
Just as they hit record, the trickster from Supernatural arrives. Hey guys, you missed me? Kent groans in annoyance. Dude, it's been 3 years. A lot's changed around here.
You're no longer relevant.
Your series has been canceled.
Meanwhile, Joel starts getting excited. You're going down, Dunn. He yells as Kent rolls his eyes. The trickster laughs. Yeah, so much has changed. As if the two stars of the show are still here. The trickster looks around the bacon cave before making eye contact with Zack.
Hi.
Who's this? Zack begins to introduce himself, but Kent interrupts and says,
course.
Your scorekeeper? What? Joel laughs. Yeah, Zack's been here every time you showed up, man. The trickster stares at Zack in confusion. Zack sighs and says, I'm Discount Jacob. The trickster immediately perks up. Oh, right. This is the universe with the coronavirus, right?
Oh no.
Joel suspiciously looks at the trickster. Wait, you mean this universe? The trickster nods. Of course. You know that wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff? 2020 is a fixed point in every dimension.
No.
I came here to send you guys to a different one to see how you'd fare. Joel's excited for his chance at redemption,
Multiverse?
while Kent starts weeping. Why are you crying? Zack asks. Kent looks up and says, I'm just trying to make Joel feel better. The trickster...
He cries all the time.
The trickster nods in satisfaction. But now it's time for your first choice. Ooh, Joel yells, I choose to kill Kent.
Oh, just like that?
Calm down.
Just like that.
Calm down. Your first choice is whether or not Zack gets to play.
Oh.
He's never been a player, so what's it going to be?
Oh, I'm actually choosing this.
You guys are, yeah. Is Zack going to play tonight or
Well,
no?
look, it's not very traditional because we never let Jake play. Although Zach has taken more of a...
You know for a fact Jake would torpedo any situation that he could.
he would just kick in the door like he did during
Straight
the
up
Dungeons and
gunfire.
Dragons game.
Straight up gunfire.
But I want to mix it up. I would want Zach to play.
I would agree. I want Zack in on this. Unless it's going to make
Alrighty.
your job more complicated, Matt.
I thought I was going to get to go home early.
The trickster sighs. All right. Well, if he is the discounted version of Jacob, his Jacobness should be smaller, right? The guy sucks the fun out of everything.
You better hope he doesn't listen.
I'm literally quoting him from the zombie apocalypse episode.
Okay.
You can go
Nice.
back and listen to that.
Nice.
Zack looks excited as he readily accepts the challenge. I'll do my best. The trickster begrudgingly nods. Look, I know that last time I forced you guys to work together, but that's not the same this time. You're going to be competing against each other, and this time you'll have partners. At least if you make the right choices. And the trickster snaps his fingers.
I never get a partner in life.
How do we have partners if there's three of us?
We'll find out.
In an alternate universe, the rebellion has overtaken the capital in modern-day Salt Lake City, and their new president demands justice. Justice for the countless lives of potential that have been lost over the last 75 years since the ending of the original wars. A new reaping shall begin with those of the capital's citizens. Instead of 24 drawings, only 12 names shall be drawn. As the majority of rebels have lost countless family members and friends, while the luxurious capital citizens have felt peace with their perfect families in their first world hierarchy, the districts have agreed that punishing the children of the aggressors is simply wrong. Instead, the father and mother of the 12 capital children will compete against each other in the first ever capital Hunger Games.
Hey, it's Hunger Games.
The Salt Lake City Capital Hunger Games.
While the girl on fire, Can't Kiss Never Clean, initially refused to allow the rebels to set up another games, her voice was drowned out by the cries for justice from thousands of rebels, forced to watch loved ones and friends compete. Joel, you and your wife have been training for this moment simply because of your countless amounts of children.
Yes.
It was expected, but still heartbreaking when you heard the name of your 9th oldest son, Mahanrai Hilton. You try to fight your way through the mob of the endless children, who all attempt to get one last hug from you as you try to remind your emotional son that it's not his fault. It's just what happened.
Yeah.
That's Jacob's brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guards from the rebellion grab you and your wife before you're able to find him. Perhaps you should have had less children, but you smile at your wife as you're being guided out of the crowd onto the stage and know that you would do it all over again. Kent.
Uh-oh.
You like to think you're safe, considering that the Hilton family, and every other family in the capital, seems to have more children than you.
Yeah.
Yet when you hear the name of your 3rd daughter, your heart drops to your stomach. You give one last look at your 3 girls and give them a hug, as your youngest, Maury, shouts out in delight, "Daddy, you and Mommy are going to be on TV!" You smolder at your daughter with sarcastic eyes, thinking, of course, she's excited that she was called. You begin wondering if winning is even possible for someone like you. But you bet your knowledge of The Bachelor is going to help you work your magic.
Precisely. Yeah.
Besides, the Hunger Games is fixed, right?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Who plays my wife? Can I decide?
I was just going to go with Baby Yoda, but if you have
That is
a...
my babe. We'll go Lindsay Sterling.
Lindsay
this time
Sterling.
around.
Okay,
Yeah.
sick.
Sounds
Sick.
good.
Zach, having survived the rebellion of 2020, you figure things can't get much worse than all the fighting that occurred within the last year. But of course, life has a way of proving you wrong. Hearing your son's name, Anchemar Western, you and Honey look at each other and both turn to face the fictitious camera and start spouting off your personal thoughts. You and Honey get so invested in your confessionals that you forgot to say bye to your fictitious son, and suddenly you're rising into the cornucopia on your elevator podium.
Ooh. Good scene. Really good scene.
To give good context, so the 3 of you are actually in alternate dimensions as well, where you were the only person of the 3 drawn.
So we're each... I'm not
Yeah.
playing against Joel. I'm not going to try to kill Joel.
No.
Parallel dimensions.
So all 3 of us are in a different dimension, but
Yeah.
having similar experiences.
Yes.
Okay.
it's the what if we were each voted in our own world.
We were each the Can't Kiss Never Clean.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank
it's a
you.
really
it's
Divine Comedy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say it's Mad Magazine, Divine
Yeah.
Comedy. Kind
I stole it from The Hunger Pains, so anyway, it's a really bad, hysterical
You know, the Hunger Games in Utah would just be about like
Fast Sunday?
flavored sodas.
Oh.
Well, no, like
so good.
the actual lore of where the capital is in like Salt Lake City, in Utah. Which is
Yeah,
why-
in regard to the geography of like
What?
Of the Hunger
I've
Games.
heard
yeah,
that.
Okay, so cookie places and flavored soda places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
All
we're
right.
fighting for.
exactly.
Drama queen on the way.
Alrighty. You rise into the arena. Oh wait, I gotta pass out the dice.
Oh, we're playing a game.
We're gonna need. Oh, thank you, Zach.
Mine's purple.
We're gonna need
Mine's
y'all
orange.
to roll to decide who's going, like our order.
Okay.
3.
1.
5.
Okay, so Zach.
So I go
will be
first because I'm 1, right?
Yeah, 1 is the best.
You rise into the arena and look around at your fellow tributes and see some familiar faces. You also see the timer 60, 59, 58. You tell yourself you've got this. Just don't die first. And find your wife as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But now it's time to make decisions. You're only going to get one chance. Better make it count.
I really wish I would have brushed up on my Hunger Games before this
I
started.
know, right?
It's been a long time since I've read them or watched them.
Zach,
Yes.
the gong sounds. It's time to make decisions. You decide to run in and grab a weapon. There
Okay.
aren't going to be many chances to get weapons. High risk equals high reward, after all, right? And the reward this time is raising your children. So you've got to give it everything you've got. You look around and see a pack of knives and a backpack next to a basket of bread. Do you grab the knives or grab the backpack and the bread?
I like carbs. So I'm grabbing the backpack and the bread.
Alrighty.
I hope it's garlic bread.
You run straight for the backpack and basket of bread before noticing that the majority of people have aimed for the weapons located in the center of the arena. Only about 1,000 feet ahead, you see another opponent clearly frozen in fear, around 200 feet in front of you. You can either attack the player or run into the tree line.
And
before you make your decision,
Yeah.
we're going to jump over to Kent.
I'm going to think about this one.
The gong sounds, and you decide to run in to grab a weapon.
Okay.
High risk equals high reward. Raise your children. The gong...
Mostly just survive, though, right? Like, I'm pretty selfish. Like, the kids will be fine. I'm the one playing the game. Let's do this.
You immediately run towards the center. You look around and spot a pack of knives and a trident leaning on the cornucopia in the center
sweet.
of the field.
Oh, man.
What do you go for? The
Trident.
knives? Trident.
Oh, yeah. There's a quindent that Aquaman uses. I mean, I'll take whatever. As long as it's not one of those little
Quinjet? What'd you say?
A quindent.
Oh,
It
okay.
has
So it's
5.
Five.
points, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'll take a trident. It's totally cool.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna wield a trident, Aquaman.
That's awesome.
That actually is so cool.
Yeah.
no cool looking, but it's not practical.
As long as
it
it's not
gives
like
you
one
weight,
of those
it gives you distance.
plastic little devil pokers. It'll
it's
break real
heavy
easy.
and unwieldy.
Plastic little devil pokers.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Deciding that the trident is the best option to keep on hand as a weapon.
Easily.
You sprint even faster towards the center of the cornucopia. However, you sense another person racing you to the trident. What do you do? Focus on the trident or face your opponent? And while you think about that, jump over to Joel.
Oh,
Oh
man.
boy, oh boy.
Okay, the gong sounds
Yep.
and you immediately run in
Okay.
to the cornucopia.
Yeah.
You look around and see a backpack and a basket of bread. You can either grab these or run further to the center to grab a weapon.
So it's a backpack or a basket of bread.
No, backpack and the bread.
Or what? Is there a knife or anything?
No, so he can either grab that or run further into the cornucopia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm taking what I can get and getting out of there, and also I don't want to get hungry grumpy, so I'm gonna get the bread.
That's so Joel.
You
That's
didn't
so
run
prudent.
to the center. That's where the good
I'm
weapons
getting
are.
this stuff and getting out, so I can come back to fight another. I got something.
He's so prudent. He loves free food.
All right.
It's true.
Are there coupons in the backpack?
I don't know. I'll just have to find out. You run straight for the backpack and basket of bread before noticing, once again, the majority of people have aimed for the weapons located in the center of the arena.
But I'm running away. I'm already running away, right?
Only about 1,000 feet ahead, you see another opponent clearly frozen in fear, around 200 feet in front of you. Attack the player or run into the tree line.
And he has to think.
I need to run into the tree line. I don't think I can attack the scared person right away. My bloodthirst is going to have to be satiated. Oh, wait, am I supposed to decide now?
Yeah, I would like you to.
I'm going to keep running into the forest.
Okay. Joel runs into the forest.
That person's going to get killed by someone else anyway.
You just want to protect your buns.
Bread. The rolls.
Bread. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You run away from the bloodbath further into the tree line. Before the game started, you agreed with your wife beforehand that you'd meet along a riverside. You're only about 15 minutes away from the bloodbath, and you still haven't heard any cannons go off. Do you... and
So no one
you
has
do-
died
Yeah, no one...
Okay.
Well,
that we know of.
You haven't heard
you
any
know.
cannons go.
Yeah.
yeah, you have located a river. You can either decide to walk alongside the river away from the bloodbath or check your surroundings to make sure you're not being followed. And while you think about that, we'll jump back to Zack.
Okay.
So, are you attacking the player or running into the tree line like Joel?
My instinct is to go and run away, but I'm going to fight my instincts, and whoever that person is, I'm going to go after him.
All right. You tackle the other tribute to the ground and get into a fist fight
Get over here.
of sorts.
Of sorts.
Slap fight.
He punches you in the face, but the adrenaline rush shields you from the pain.
Yes.
A couple other tributes take notice of the two of you fighting, but none intervene. So, we're going to decide whether you succeed in the fight.
Oh, no.
Could you please pick two numbers between 1 and 6?
Mentally or
Out loud.
out loud? Two numbers.
It's a
between 1 and
podcast,
6.
Zach. Out loud, please.
Okay. 3 and 4.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to roll your die. If you roll a 3 or a 4, you're going to lose the fight.
Oh. Oh, no.
I love how nervous you are.
5.
Oh, he's
5.
awesome.
I win.
He's good.
Cool. The two of you are rolling around, refusing to let one another go. Before finally, you lock him into a chokehold. And you hold until he passes out.
Don't ask.
Before getting up, You take a quick glance at all the fighting around and notice that most of the fights are taking place near the other weapons, effectively preventing you from grabbing anything. So we're going to leave you, but your decision is either to run away or fight to grab a weapon. And we're going to go ahead to Kent.
No.
So you sense another figure racing you to the trident. You can either focus on the trident or face your opponent.
What am I going to do if I tackle the other guy? Like, I'm going to slap fight him.
You're gonna, smolder him to death?
Oh, ooh, yeah, maybe. No, my eye is single to the trident. I am going right for that trident.
Stay focused.
That makes sense to me.
Stay on target.
You commit to grabbing your weapon rather than facing off against your
My
attacker.
wingspan is really long.
You successfully grab it while running.
Yes. I'm like so proud I have a trident now. I feel like I've won the game already.
An imaginary trident.
Can I become a merman with the trident?
If only. You successfully grab the trident.
Awesome.
While running and see your loved one, your wife, run up to you, fear in her eyes, unsure of what to do. The power's in your hands. What's next?
Give her a violin.
Do you attack other tributes with your partner or evade into the forest?
So it seems like, is she under threat or is she just afraid of everything going on?
Yeah, everything going on.
Look, I'd rather evade people this time. I'd probably be like, let's go, let's run and get out of here. So we'd run into the forest.
Let's go make out in the forest.
Basically,
Lindsay.
I've got a trident.
Hey, Lindsay, I got to try it.
Oh, also, I have Jason Momoa's abs, too. It's crazy.
Pretty cool.
They come with the trident.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to run into the forest, please.
Okay. So you tell your wife, all right, I've got this trident. I'll stick behind you and I'll follow you out. Run and I'll cover you. As your partner runs ahead of you into the forest, you mistakenly turn your back to the cornucopia. And before you make it into the covering of the forest, something hits you in the head and you black out.
Oh, no.
Okay, that was
Well, go
quick.
ahead and jump over to Joel. Right. So you have the decision to either walk alongside the river, which is where you agreed you would meet your wife,
Right.
away from the bloodbath, or check your surroundings to make sure you're not being followed.
I had learned anything from my first aid classes. You survey the scene before you try to administer
Well
aid.
played.
And so I am surveying the scene.
I'm so happy. I remembered you said that in the last episode too. I literally
training holds
set
true.
this up.
Oh, no, he set it up.
Like, I know Joel will do this.
Okay.
Knows me too well.
Joel will do the nice guy things.
It's true, you avoided the bloodbath, but that doesn't mean that somebody hasn't been following you.
True.
You stop and survey the area, but don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You listen attentively for around 20 seconds, and don't hear anything either. Deciding that you've checked the area well enough, you run down to the river and start walking alongside it, trying to keep an eye out for anybody as you do. Before you know it, the sun is already going down. But just before it gets too dark, you see somebody a few hundred feet in front of you on the other side of the river. You can either call out to them or hide.
I have no description of this person, no hints as to
It's getting
whether it's my
dark.
wife or not. It's getting dark. How big is this river? Like, how big we talking here? Like Mississippi or like creek?
Like a stream.
So it's
The Mississippi.
It's a mile wide.
it's enough that like if you were to jump in, like you wouldn't touch the ground, but you could easily swim to the other side.
Okay, so it's
not huge.
Definitely put me at a disadvantage. You know, I have to be cautious and not put myself or my wife in danger. So I'm going to hide and see if I can get a better look. Maybe.
Cool. We're gonna go to Zack.
I'm blacked out over here.
Yeah, but you have a trident.
Yeah, no, maybe not for long. Maybe I landed on it.
I think he hit himself in the head with the trident. He like, turned
probably
around. Ding! Oh!
Yeah, well, I just won the first fight of my entire life, so I'm jazzed right now.
All right, Zack. So I'm gonna need you to decide: are you running away, or are you going to get into your second fight of your entire life
Wow.
for a weapon?
Oh, I'm feeling aggressive. Let's get him. Get him.
You don't even have a trident. What are you doing?
You got a backpack and bread.
I'm the trident. Oh, I got some bread, though.
You get up and run further into the bloodbath, just trying to see if there's anything left for you to grab. It isn't long before you're tackled to the ground once again. But this time, your opponent has a dagger.
Oh, no.
She stabs you several times in the chest
What?
before you finally get promoted onto the next life.
Oh, Zack died!
Zack died?
He got
Just like
aggressive and
that?
died.
Matt, hold on. Zack died?
Yes.
Can he get a redo?
So this
He
is
died
where-
in his second
so
fight.
I won the first fight of my life. Oh, dang it.
Oh, no, I'm
He was feeling pretty brave. He growled.
To summarize for the listener, so of our 3 Baconsale hosts, only one has survived the bloodbath, and we are now moving over into chapter 2.
King.
I didn't survive.
No, Kent also got killed. So, for those of you who are dead, you will now be taking on the roles of your wife. And it is now your job to get your wife to the end of this competition. If Joel dies, then he'll get to play as his wife.
Okay.
So we have 2 lives.
2 lives.
Yeah, you have 2 lives.
Yeah, but now-
2 of you have already lost one. There's only 3 chapters to
Hey,
this
Lindsay,
series.
my name's Honey.
My husband just got a trident. He looks so cool.
My husband,
When are you guys
my
gonna-
husband's never been in a fight, and then he just died.
He won one, though.
He won one and then died. Oh.
In the meantime, it's a lesson for you kids. Run away. Run away.
Run away with
hide.
carbs is the life lesson
He
here.
who fights and runs away can run away another day.
Survey the scene.
Maverick.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, I'm so mad at you right now.
Why? He didn't make the choices. You did.
It was your call. You went
I mean-
for the trident, and then you ran
You
away.
feel set up.
I made a bad call. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so
I'm still worried about how I'm going to survive because I'm not a fighter.
Neither am
Just keep
I.
surveying the scene. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
so Ken's wife,
You can call me
And
Lindsay.
her-
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're? Oh,
Lindsay's
yeah.
really
God,
yeah,
God.
it's fine.
I've been like doing this going
Quite
with
nimble.
baby this entire time.
Yeah.
This
Lindsay,
prance through
Lindsay,
forests
Lindsay.
a lot.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so Lindsay, the last time she saw you was just you saying that you'll cover her. She just
Apparently,
assumes-
I did a
yeah.
really good job.
She unfortunately does not realize that you've been killed, but just thinks that you two
Neither
have been
did I.
separated.
Please tell me you got hit in the head with like a duck or something like
Yeah.
that. Just like something ridiculous.
A pine cone.
I didn't. I'm sorry, not that descriptive.
It was a duck.
But anyway, as
A magpie.
Lindsay,
Took Ken out.
Makes
Mockingjay?
sense.
Yeah, could be a
Yeah.
mockingjay.
Okay, so deciding that hiding is your safest option, you run away from the bloodbath further into the tree line. Before the game started, you agreed with your husband beforehand that you'd meet
He was
about
so
an
handsome.
hour's walk north of the bloodbath. Do you head directly towards the location or check your surroundings?
Ken doesn't know which way north is.
I don't dare make any choice now. Okay,
This
so
isn't you,
do I?
This is Lindsay now.
Do I keep walking or survey my surroundings?
Yes.
I will survey my surroundings. It feels safe.
First aid. Survey the scene first.
While you are generally close to the meeting point, you decide that checking your surroundings is more important. Nothing noteworthy catches your eye, but you do see a river, potential drinking water, some cliff sides pretty far away, the exact opposite direction you should be heading. It's while you're viewing the cliff sides that you notice out of the corner of your eye something flying towards you.
The duck.
And we'll
Another duck.
A magpie.
Watch out. Killer ducks are on the loose.
go ahead and jump to Joel.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to play anymore. I'll just die again.
Sneak attack.
Okay, so
Joel used the Konami code, so
Joel
Hey,
decide-
I'm not counting any chickens, all right?
Did you know I want to fight?
I heard.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm happy for you, Zach.
Yeah.
is this like us in heaven talking about the good old days?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Joel, he decided to hide.
I did.
Who knows who that is? Better to play it safe until you know for sure that it's your wife. You hide behind a bush. Only moments later do you hear a splash and somebody running up to you.
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
So you're gonna need to roll your die.
Oh.
Wait, nothing more than a splash and someone running up to me?
Yeah.
Splash.
So
It's Dan.
It's a scary,
Carol Hannah.
scary splash.
go ahead, Joel. Pick 3 numbers between 1 and 6.
3 numbers?
Yeah.
I'm going
Odds.
to choose
Do odds.
1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 1,
Okay.
2,
1, 2,
3.
3. Okay. Awesome.
Threw you off, didn't I?
That's how he lives.
All right. So if you roll that, you will successfully hide from this intruder.
1,
If
3,
you
or 2,
roll
Joel.
4 through 6, you will fail to hide, and your intruder will notice you.
Okay.
Okay.
2.
No. I mean, yay.
Oh,
Joel's alive.
No, he always gets lucky rolls.
Fear and adrenaline run through your veins and your heart as the unknown intruder attempts to find you. Your stoicism precedes you, though, and you find yourself waking up to the next day.
Hey.
Wait, stoicism
What
or he
about
got
my
tired?
wife?
He got tired of waiting there.
What about my wife?
Behind this bush is a really
I
good nap
wanted to
spot.
find my wife.
Joel, you ate your bread. You got real tired.
I haven't eaten anything.
Hey, sun's getting real low.
don't-
big guy.
Let's get real low.
I don't even know what's in the backpack.
Yeah, you haven't looked at the. Zach never got to look in the backpack.
I use the bread as a pillow, basically. All right.
Yep.
You're still alive.
I am. I'm still alive.
And so we are riding over to Zack.
Okay.
Honey.
I'm now Honey. My name's Honey.
That's your impression of your wife?
I don't have
That's
one.
what you're going with?
Deciding that hiding is your safest option. You run away from the bloodbath further into the tree line.
I'm much smarter than my husband.
So she saw Zach get stabbed to death.
this
No, she
idiot's
didn't.
never been in a fight, and then he decides I'm going to go after all these guys.
I won one. I'm going to win them all.
Ken, just like your wife, Zach's wife is currently unaware that Zach has been killed.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry for your loss.
No. Oh, that's against the rules. I'm supposed to die first. Oh no. Okay.
Before the game started, you agreed with your husband beforehand that you'd meet at the highest points in the arena.
Yeah.
You're only about 15 minutes away from the bloodbath, but you do see some caves atop a cliffside. Do you begin hiking up the cliffside or check your surroundings to make sure you're not being followed?
I proceed forth. None of that checking around.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Not again.
If anybody were following you, you would have found out by now. So you begin to jog towards the cliffside, attempting to find a way to make your own path up.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll jump to Kent, because I don't remember where I left
Lindsay.
him. Oh, yeah, Lindsay.
Lindsay.
My bad.
I'm tagging her in this post.
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Please do.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
She's never commented before.
It's while you're viewing the cliff sides that you notice out of the corner of your eye something flying towards you. So, Kent, please pick two numbers between 1 and 6.
It's a duck.
I have the worst luck when it comes to these games. So
Really?
between 1 and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 6.
1 and
Okay.
6. Okay,
Yeah,
if you roll,
rookie
if you roll a
move.
1 or a 6, you will fail to dodge whatever's being thrown
If I
towards
roll
you.
a 1 or 6?
Yes.
3.
Okay. Oh,
You duck the duck.
Success. You successfully dodge out of the way and hide behind a tree. Dang it, a woman yells. Honey, I'm sorry I missed. I swear I had him. It's all right, Jess. He's cornered now. With a couple facing off right now, what are you going to do? Do you climb the tree, run for it, or beg for your life? And then we're going to go back to Zack.
Oh. He's cheated.
After several hours
Trying to
of
kill us in
hiking,
other dimensions?
Probably. He couldn't do it in this one, so he's trying it other places.
After several hours of hiking, you begin to notice a couple of things. One, that you're getting a pretty good view of the overall arena.
2, my calves are ripped.
3, there's almost no way anybody else is coming up without you noticing them. The high ground gives you the best vantage point, as long as you're paying attention.
I have the high ground.
You also become a bit concerned. It's becoming nighttime, and you still haven't connected with your husband. There's a chance.
Only I had some bread to sleep on.
There's a chance that he's waiting for you at the top, or he could be further below you. Do you
fight.
continue hiking to the top or wait where you are?
Sally forth. We go on.
Man, Honey's a trooper.
Yeah, she is.
You decide that it's better to continue your hike and make sure that you're the only one waiting for your husband.
That's right.
As you continue on your makeshift path, a man has jumped from above to tackle you.
Dang it.
You're going to need to roll to dodge.
Oh, no. What numbers?
1 through 3. Succeed.
1 through 3, succeed. 4 through 6, fail. Okay. Sorry, babe. 2.
1 through 3 succeed.
Wait, that's good?
Yeah.
Hey, she's alive.
Nonchalantly, you take 2 steps forward. The man misses you, trips, and takes a nosedive off the cliff.
Nice.
You imagine
You guys are like, nice.
See you next fall.
You imagine where one of the many cameras must be. Make eye contact and roll your eyes with no comment before proceeding up the cliffside.
Such a performer.
I do that. She does that too.
Good boy.
Okay,
One of those
so
big eye rolls.
we'll go back to Kent.
What about Joel? Do we skip Joel? Kill Joel.
He'll get to me eventually.
Yeah.
You guys die off.
I feel like I'll die before we get to you.
You're already dead.
And so
This is Lindsay.
for Kent, with a couple facing off right now, what are you going to do?
So my options are,
Climb the tree
okay,
that you hid behind, run for it, or beg for your life.
oh, never beg. Never beg. but climb a tree seems like I'd be trapped, right?
Yeah, why would you tree yourself?
'Cause there may be tracker jackers.
There could be tracker jackers.
But if I ran before to escape the cornucopia, and I got hit in the head with a duck.
But you're much more nimble now.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like if I am in the tree, though, I could spy on them maybe and jump down on them. I just don't know. I just don't want her to die.
You got to make this choice, man. I'm in another dimension over here. Sleeping on bread.
To the tree.
Tree. I'm going tree. I regret everything.
Why would you do tree?
I don't know. Zach told me to.
You are the girl in the horror movie who runs upstairs.
Actually, why would you ever climb a tree? I climb the tree. Go for it.
Okay. I don't want to throw away this comedic text I wrote for Kent, so I'll just read it as is. Your ridiculous height helps you reach several branches the average human can't. You think if you can just get high enough, eventually these two will have to leave you. While you are quick and a nimble climber, you don't have as much freedom to move around the tree as you thought you would. An arrow pierces your back despite your grip strength. You fall, and you fall hard.
Dead?
Yeah.
Dead?
Live or dead?
Cats, am I dead? Is Lindsay dead?
Yeah. Yeah, Kent's completely...
Did I not say don't
Zack!
climb a tree?
You didn't have to listen.
You listen to the guy over here who died in his second fight he never fought.
But I won one of them.
Hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. 50%, man.
We're dead?
50-50. Zach isn't dead?
Oh,
Or Honey's not dead.
my wife and I.
You and your wife are dead.
Oh, man. She's never going to marry me now.
Matt's
Never gonna marry me
Was
because I
that
got her
Jacob?
killed.
Was that Jacob who shot the arrow?
We may never know.
One of the
So I don't get to play anymore? Oh, color commentary all the way.
All right. So
Kill him.
we're going
I'm
to...
sleeping. Shh.
Yeah. Where's your wife?
I'll find her.
Okay, so
She's a very capable
we're
woman.
down to Joel and Zach.
Cool.
Kent, I'm proud of you. You lasted longer than I thought you would.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm proud. Very proud.
I don't need that.
What? It's only
Joel's
like half
turn.
pity. Okay.
Kill him.
No, don't. I don't want to die.
Cruise. Hey, Cruise.
After surviving the first night, and this is Joel.
Oh,
After surviving the first night, you were able to realign with your wife
oh, thank goodness.
by remaining near the river. Yes. Together, the two of you successfully managed to survive the next 2 days by remaining hidden and not dying.
Making out occasionally.
Ew.
We're married.
Ew.
It's cute when you're married.
Oh.
You're having children in the Hunger
Making
Games?
out, Zach. Just making out.
Okay.
Okay.
I like to kiss her. There, I said it.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay. And then
Joel
for-
kisses his wife.
Yuck.
Quiet, corpses.
Oh.
And then for Honey,
Yes.
after surviving the first night, you found
That was it
out
for Joel's thing? They just survived. Didn't even have to play.
We made out too.
Seems a little biased, Matt. Matt's
biased?
Yeah. He skipped you the last round and went right to Zach, okay? So you were just sleeping forever.
Yeah, he had to
No, he
and
woke up.
he said
He woke up.
He
the
woke
next
up. He
day.
didn't even have to roll
He
or
woke
anything.
up, he
He
met
woke
with
up
his
and
wife.
he aligned with his wife, whatever
They
that
probably
means.
got brunch.
Yeah, it's like, and they're chilling.
You ever Hunger Games?
and making out.
Hunger Games
And
and
making
chill.
out. Oh God.
Can I roll to see if I successfully made out? No.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
High stakes game, Joel.
I can't believe if I made the right choice.
Go on. Kill Honey now, because that's what you're gonna do. Oh, sorry, Honey.
Yeah.
Okay. You found out the unfortunate truth about your husband thanks to the anthem that plays every night.
Yeah, and they do the pictures up on the screen and show people who died the night before.
Yeah. With your husband and your children on your mind, you managed to survive the next 2 days by remaining hidden and not dying.
There's some guys. Are they making out down there?
Different dimension.
Oh man.
I just want to know if I've eaten the bread yet.
Yes. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious. I'm sure it was the best bread you've ever had.
It was.
Oh, homemade bread.
I want to know what's in my
Roll to see if it was the greatest bread you've ever had.
It was.
Amazing. How scary for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not running full force towards a trident in the middle of a
I was
bloodbath.
carrying the trident.
Trident? Oh!
I still survived that part.
I should climb the trident tree.
I can't do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did forget to mention Joel, because you and your wife successfully
Made out.
made out
Yes.
and survived by making out because nobody could find you.
Nope.
What are they going? Are they geckos?
When we kiss, we're invisible.
Like chameleons? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a superpower.
Do you ever kiss but like not make the sound? It's weird.
Hold on.
No, don't make noise.
You look like a fish.
Guys, we've got off the rails.
Hold on.
We've got off the rails.
I'm like sounds
Mostly-
like
This needs to be recorded. Oh my gosh.
Get back on the track.
The
Ladies.
point is, I don't think you can say ladies after killing your wife. Like, I just
You killed her. Joel ate some bread.
what?
No, I
Matt.
slept on the bread.
Who's your favorite host on the show, Matt? Play your
Joel.
cards.
Joel.
I know. Clearly.
It's always
I
Joel.
am making choices.
I'm going to be
like
the worst
everyone else.
ghost you've ever experienced. I will haunt you till your dying day.
Oh, that's cool.
Go on.
I have Joel's backup best friend. That's so exciting to me. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
So angry.
All right, you were saying because we survived.
Okay, the two of you
Still
have
alive.
secured your spots in the final 6. There's only 6 tributes left for you. There's only 4 tributes left for Honey.
And I have no blood on my hands.
Yeah, you haven't fought anyone.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll just let them duke it out.
yeah, I won one.
You're like
fight.
PETA. You're like PETA.
Yeah, I am.
You're like, I'm a bush.
I'm
What do
like
you mean?
Peter.
I'm a
He
sleepy
killed the
bush.
girl.
I got my bread. I got my girl. I'm good.
I painted myself as like a rock, but with bread.
Okay, so for both of you, the game makers force all the players back to the cornucopia by limiting the arena.
Dang it.
Any player that is not within the inner circle of the starting podiums within the next 2 hours will be killed.
Now it's Fortnite.
You not only begin the walk back to the cornucopia, but you also start thinking about potential strategies to win this game.
Okay.
So both of you are going to need to decide, do you focus on getting to the cornucopia first or get there last?
We have to both decide this.
Yeah, because you guys are both now
You want
at
to
the
call
same
her real
stage.
quick and see what's going on?
No. I think it's. I am definitely one of the people that doesn't like to be late to the party or push our time limit. I don't want to be late, so I'm going to try to be first.
First, okay.
Okay. What about you, Zach?
Oh, I'm always late to everything.
This is Zack or Honey.
It's rubbed off. She's late now. Yeah, I'll keep a distance. And I'll
Okay.
be there last.
Okay, and so we'll start with Joel then.
This is a bad choice.
You decide that the best strategy is to arrive at the cornucopia as soon as possible. Knowing that everybody will have to arrive eventually, you and your wife agree that getting to the arena first provides the highest advantage, with the ability of scoping out the remaining area and locating potential hiding spots within the cornucopia itself.
And weapons.
They're already taken.
There
The
may be
trident's
some there.
gone, Joel.
I don't know. Maybe your dead corpse is there
Aw.
with a bird stuck in your head.
That's a weapon now.
As you run past the podiums you all started the game from, you see another couple entering the area. A man with a long rapier and his wife carrying a mace.
So a sword and a mace.
And the 4 of you make eye contact. Now, we're going to go to Zack, but
Okay.
your decision can either be to strike first, despite the fact that you
What?
guys don't have any weapons,
With bread. No,
or
bread.
see what
I hate
happens.
the bread.
Or wait and see what happens. Those are your 2 options. And so we'll go to Zack.
Okay.
You feel that taking your time is going to be the safest option.
Yeah.
Whoever arrives first will essentially be in a second bloodbath. Better to arrive later and kill the survivor of that than be the survivor.
Yeah.
As you're walking towards the cornucopia, you spot another tribute through the thick of it far ahead of you.
Into the thick of it.
They haven't noticed you yet. And so the same option lies with you in place of Honey, Zach.
Yes.
You can either strike this person who doesn't see you, or you can wait and follow. But let's go back to Joel first.
I don't think I'm dumb enough or smart enough, what the term is here, to attack an armed person when I myself am unarmed.
You don't bring an arm to a gunfight? I get it.
Yeah.
So
But have you seen Joel's arms?
It's true.
Yeah.
Bam!
What do
Look
you
at
got? Like
look
a
at that flab.
Like a sword. A sword and a
So
mace.
I am going to. What the option was either fight him or what?
See what happens.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good option either. I'm gonna
just
say.
gonna stand
I'm
there?
gonna say see what happens.
You're so conservative. It's kept you alive.
It's kept him alive.
Yeah,
Kent,
but
did you know Kent's dead?
I did
For
did
like
twice.
3 days now.
Did Kent win one fight?
I beat the guy in a race to the trident.
That was your wife. But
No, that was me. And you said I'm nimble.
no, your wife is nimble.
I collect arrows in my back.
All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting and seeing, Mats.
You've made it to the final 6 specifically by waiting out the other players. Besides, you don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
You take a fighting stance, your wife following your lead.
Can we see it? Fighting stance?
You're done for.
Wait, arms above my head isn't
Protecting
intimidating?
his helmet,
My
essentially.
shoulder's injured, guys.
Yeah.
I may have torn a rotator cuff.
They each run towards you and make their first swing,
No.
which you and your wife successfully dodge.
You didn't have to roll. Matt! Matt! Unbelievable. You look at a tree, you get hit in the back of the head. Should I roll for it? No, you're dead. Joel, you're good, man. You're super cool.
Look, Kent,
Love your guts.
Kent.
I saw you in Divine Comedy, and you made me laugh so hard.
Kent.
Joel, I think you're pretty handsome, too.
Kent. He has made a spreadsheet. He is just following. You took the path. I took the other path.
Thank you, Joel.
Yes. I believe in him as an impartial attention master.
Oh,
great. Share the love. I'm an angry ghost.
Okay, so you and your wife successfully dodge before you tackle your opponent to the ground. He drops the sword, and the two of you begin wrestling on the ground.
Oh, no.
The two of you are rolling around, refusing to let one another go.
This sounds familiar.
Before finally, he locks you in a chokehold.
Oh.
You try to do everything you possibly can to get him to let go of your throat, but it's pointless. You can't breathe, and pretty soon, everything begins to fade to black.
Begins to fade to black. I'm not dead yet.
We'll go to Zack.
That happened to me once. Everything faded to black.
Everything went black.
Did.
He said begins to go black.
So, again, we're going back to that same option, Zack. You can either strike this person who hasn't noticed you yet, or wait and follow.
I'm going to wait and follow. Honey's more careful than Zack.
You decide that waiting is the better option. You begin to follow them when out of nowhere you feel a sharp pain in your lower back.
Oh.
You duck behind a tree to confirm that you have been shot by an arrow. But pulling it out is not your first priority.
No.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
You've either got to escape,
Sharpie.
you've either got to escape or attack. You try to get an idea of where your intruder could possibly be located, and you see her laying on the ground, covered by foliage. Now your option is to either fight or coax her out of her hiding spot. We'll go back to Joel while you think about that.
I ain't dead yet.
Fading. You're fading.
In your last moments of desperation, you reach for his face and push your thumbs into his eye socket.
Oh, yeah.
The man screams and relieves just enough pressure for you to push him off of you.
Good.
He's sprawling on the ground while you find the rapier and
Yep.
skewer him.
Yep.
You
Skewered.
look to your wife.
Shish kebab.
You look to your wife as she has triumphantly defeated her opponent
Yes!
with her own weapon as well. You embrace.
babe.
Likely story, Matt's.
Love you, honey.
You embrace as
Yes, we
two
do.
more cannons shoot off.
Like kissing cannons. That's what we're talking here.
I like kissing my wife.
So yeah, you embrace your wife as the two of you embrace as two more cannons shoot off. Now being the only survivors left in the arena, besides two other tributes who haven't arrived yet,
Okay.
you have the option. You can either hide inside the cornucopia or hide atop of it.
Okay, so the problem is inside the cornucopia we are cut off, but we do have some sort of shelter or barrier. But we can't run anywhere if they get to the front. If we're on the top, however, and there are arrows involved, that could be bad. But the high ground, if Obi-Wan Kenobi has taught me anything, is that the high ground is most important. I'm going atop.
Joel,
the
it's
cornucopia.
okay. You could just like lay on a beach and the sun bouncing off your skin will blind all your opponents.
I agree.
And you're going to get a perfect tan and win $2 billion.
Can I help it if Matt makes me feel special?
Validation is always nice, Matt.
Going atop the cornucopia.
Okay, cool. And we'll head back to Zack.
Okay.
Okay, so
I made my wife get shot.
Yes, but she's still alive.
Good.
And she just needs to decide, is she going to fight or coax out her enemy?
I mean, fight with what?
The arrow in your back.
I can't take it out. I'll bleed. I mean, she is very persuasive. So we'll coax out.
Alrighty.
Oh, no. I just killed my wife.
You speak up, trying to align with her, pointing out that if there are only 4 tributes left and the other 2 tributes are a couple, there's no way that your opponent can take down both of them. You're going to need to work together. She refuses to respond. Quick and reckless. If you don't hesitate and trust your gut, then you should be able to take her out. Building up an immense courage from deep inside your heart, you yell as you charge back towards your attacker, running wildly so an arrow won't land. You make it close enough that you go straight into kicking her head like it's a soccer ball.
Wow.
Jeez.
And that's
Jeez, honey.
all it takes before she's knocked out.
Nice.
You steal her bow and arrows off of her before taking her out of her misery with her own weapon.
Ugh.
Nice work,
Hi,
babe.
kids.
Well, don't judge eye poker.
Hey, I was self-defense.
Yeah.
So was that.
Suddenly, you hear several cannons go off. 2, to be exact. A grin comes across your face as you trek towards the final battle. As you walk past the podiums where you started this fight, you see a figure inside the cornucopia. You slowly prep your arrow before he starts running full speed at you with a mace in hand. And we'll jump back to Joel.
Dang it.
Hello.
Catching some rays.
So, honey, what do you want to do after we win this thing?
No, we're ready. We got a sword, we got a mace, and we're standing on top of cornucopia.
Joel.
Yes.
Together, you hide and try to breathe, recognizing the situation. While you're waiting, you hear another cannon shoot off, which means there's only 1 tribute left. You've got your kids back home. If there were ever a time to focus, now is that time. You see your opponent, a woman who also looks pretty bloodied, limp into the arena with a bow and arrow.
Oh, she does have arrows.
She gazes around the cornucopia before seemingly locating you. In mere seconds, she has an arrow loaded and it's flying. So, for both of you, this last one, you're gonna need to roll. And I'm not gonna tell you what the result is until afterwards.
Okay, so I just pick a number or just roll?
Do you want to run that by me, Matt, just so you don't cheat for Joel's sake? Just checking.
I
No,
just
it's okay.
roll.
Yeah, you just roll.
I don't have to pick a number.
Yeah.
I just roll.
Yeah, the numbers are predetermined, and both of you need to roll because you're both in the same situation.
Hold on.
Me and my wife.
No,
3.
Yes, you and your
Matt's,
wife will also.
I got a 3. What should I do?
and honey.
Oh, okay.
And, honey's doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yes, because Honey is the last survivor in her area.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have an arrow flying at her face.
No, but she's launching the arrow.
Yeah, someone's
at a
running
man
at her full
who's running
speed.
towards her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So both of you
Okay.
guys.
Ready,
Okay.
set, roll.
6.
2.
If this turns out...
I just rolled a natural 6, guys.
Honey, you launch your final arrow,
Yeah, I did.
hoping that it makes its mark. All while your life and memories of your late husband and children seem to flash before your eyes and your mind.
In the arms of the angel.
When you open your eyes again, you see the man crumpled over.
Oh, nicely done.
Congratulations.
Good shot, babe.
Honey has won the Hunger Games. And so now we're going to move over to Joel and his wife.
Oh, please.
You jump off the cornucopia, combat roll to the side, and sprint towards her, mace in hand. Thoughts flood of your life with your children and with your wife as you dodge arrow after arrow. Yes. Your mace
so
connects with your opponent.
Yes.
And the final fight doesn't last long. Congrats, you have just won.
Yeah! Me and my wife.
So crazy. I mean, how does that even happen?
What's
I
that?
say-
Wait, what's that smell? Oh, it's Kent's corpse from days ago.
You got a little brown on your nose, Mats.
That's racist, but yes.
No, wait. Matt, I have to know. I just made the right decisions like that last time. Like, what would have been a bad roll for me?
0. A 0 on your dice.
some zero on
So
this
in
dice.
that last roll, both of you needed to roll either a 1, 2, or a 6.
Whoa.
And if you didn't, then you would have.
It's weird how he didn't explain the rules beforehand. I'm just saying.
Like I can read off what would have happened.
Okay.
So for Joel, if he would have misrolled, it would have been you jump off the cornucopia, successfully dodging the arrow, but your opponent wasn't aiming for you. You turn back just in time to see the arrow penetrate your wife's chest.
Eesh.
And this distraction is all the time needed. As you turn back to attack, her final arrow plunges itself directly into your heart.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Are there two winners then? Can a couple win?
Yeah.
Because in the
This one,
Hunger
yes.
Games,
Yeah.
generally it's one winner.
I know.
That's-
I was fully ready, by the way,
know.
Yeah, no.
to dive in front of my wife
Yeah,
if that were the
I
case.
imagine.
Well, no, I was working on it actually today, and I was just like, okay, so if somebody actually manages to survive with their wife, do I want to force them to have to die?
No.
Like,
No.
one of
It's
them-
a twist
and
in the story.
But no, I feel like the rebels would maybe be more merciful.
Yeah.
And letting,
Okay.
because it's parents of children, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So
We're a
wow.
power couple.
Apparently.
The audience loved our
Yeah, you
makeout
are.
scene.
And my husband's an idiot.
No, he won a fight.
He won one
Don't
fight.
you
He
put
did
him
win a
down, honey.
fight.
He won his first fight.
So
Have we been buried yet? we haven't.
well, no, that would have come into play if people had made the right choices, but it didn't. It's too bad too, because I actually had somebody from each of your guys' past come into play, but you guys didn't make the right choices. Kent was almost there, but he ended up getting killed.
Who from my past would have?
Well, you just needed to beg for your life.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
And
let's see
then-
how that happen.
To Jake
Yeah.
and Jessica?
Well, actually, Kent, can you? Because I really wanted this. Can you just give us a beg? What would you do if you were begging for your life?
Oh, is this Jake? Is this Jake?
This is the alternate
Because
universe.
this was Lindsay who was about to beg for life. This wasn't me because I was
Right.
already
It would have
dead.
been Lindsay. Yeah.
She probably would have played a song. No, but I'd be like, honestly, I would appeal to uniting with them, and I'd be like, hey, look, I'm such a dirty fighter that I can help you. Like,
Lindsay's a dirty fighter?
yeah, because we're aligned.
Okay.
Like, we're pretty close at this point. So, yeah, she's just as devious as I am, apparently, in this world. And, hey, look, I will be like your spy, and I will scout out areas for you. But really, I would just be like finding weapons to kill them with a little bit later. But, yeah.
Right. Nice. So yeah, after you're begging, the dialogue goes, "Oh my gosh, wait! I know that scrawny voice. Kent, is that you?" And from that point on, yes, you would have been aligned with Jake and his wife, and you would have had the chance to work together to try and win.
Should have begged.
Yep.
I'll never beg Jake.
Wait. Who would have I met up? When was I going to meet somebody?
Oh yeah, so you were going to meet somebody if you had decided to. Well, I mean, yeah, I can say this. I've worked so hard.
Yeah, please do. Please
Yeah,
do.
share all
So no,
the- yeah.
for Joel, if you had decided to go straight to the river instead of checking your surroundings, same thing that happened to Kent would have happened. Something would have been flying towards you, would have needed to roll to dodge, and you would have realized that it was Jono, and you could have explained,
Jono
"Oh my
Decker.
gosh, yeah," and you could have explained, "Oh my gosh, I was the one
Stab.
that told you would be a good therapist," because I thought that would be a good reference.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
and
in a
then,
small world.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have hesitated to kill him in that moment, but he's a good guy. And overall, I like him outside the Hunger Games. So,
yeah, and then Zach, it was James. Obviously.
I was gonna say, is it my roommate?
yeah,
This is my roommate. He's a good guy. He just CrossFit.
yeah. James.
does
Kill him. Get rid of him.
No, he's a good guy.
So yeah, but I I'm just glad.
So
that
what
we-
happens when you win the Hunger Games? You just get to see your kids again?
Yeah, you get to go back into the
A
capital.
little tour.
I get the fizz. Don't you remember? I get
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
you do.
soda store and the
Soda
cookie
store.
place.
You
And
get your
cookies.
you get your own flavored soda store.
Hold on. Is the Hunger Games like an MLM? And like,
I'm actually going to name a couple drinks after you guys.
please,
There will
thank
be
you.
the honey Zack.
okay, yeah.
There'll be like a kind of a honeydew and
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
things like
yeah.
that. And are going to do a trident and Ked's head.
what are the flavors?
It's Mountain Dew spiked with
Spike, that's rude.
spiked with a little sour powder.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, sour Mountain
A
Dew.
little bitter too, honestly.
A little bit. Wow, that was fun.
that was
That was fun.
amazing.
Bravo,
Amen.
Matt.
Bravo.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, thanks for letting me. This
Yeah.
one right.
No, I was
So
going to say,
cool.
I don't think people understand how much work that actually is because,
Yes.
like you said, there are things that you've written that were never the past you wrote that were never chosen.
Yeah.
and I think that's one of the main things about people don't realize about these is how much work goes into it.
Yeah.
because we went down one path, but there's so many.
And
other
it was
branches.
3 different characters or narratives here.
Yeah.
So
And if Zack wouldn't have joined, it would just been the two, and Zack's wouldn't have been read at all.
No, I had a whole dialogue of basically the trickster insulting you guys for being so cruel and for
Yeah.
like, if he's discount Jacob, we shouldn't treat him like Jacob. He's the discount version,
Yeah.
you know. So no, Zach was going to play either way.
Joel
but,
loves a good
Okay.
discount.
I love a good.
So does
discount.
Ken's.
Yeah.
but yeah, it was
So Matt,
a lot of work.
I was going to ask you just so we can give you credit where credit's due. How long would you say that took you to come up with?
Oh my gosh! So Kent has been super nice and has given me, I think, like over 2.5 months to work on
Yeah, we
this
prepped
project.
a little bit. Yeah.
Overall, though, holy crap, I would say I spent over 50 hours trying to figure this
Wow.
out. It's mainly because I got.
And you also prepared
over-
2 shows, basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, I wasn't sure that this show was going to last long enough because Kent told me to try and hit the hour mark.
You did a great job.
Yes, and I'm glad. Oh my gosh, because I don't know what I was going to do if I didn't hit it. but yeah, because I was so worried about this show just completely flopping, I ended up prepping an entire other show.
Oh my gosh.
That because Zach thought I was doing a game show for the longest time, and so I ended up prepping that whole thing. And even before coming here tonight, I ran this by one of my friends, and she told me to not run the Hunger Games simulator and to do the game show.
Oh, wow.
And so I decided I love Kelly. I love you, and you know I'm obsessed with you. But I wanted to trust myself that
And it
I'd done
worked
enough.
amazingly.
So,
That was so
yeah.
much
It
fun.
was honestly so much fun.
It was, especially since I lived.
No.
I love that I was so shocked that Zach died so early.
Yeah.
And I was literally rotting at that moment. Like, Zach's dead?
Yeah.
How could he die that? Or, oh, I'm dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
No, it was fun. That was a lot. It was a lot of fun because
So-
Luckily, you've already written a game show, so keep that.
Yeah, that is true.
it is just funny to me how I do get so caught up in these scenarios
Oh, yeah.
where I'm like having actual stress about whether to, approach someone on the river or take a nap behind a bush.
Yeah. That was the most stressful choice is taking a nap, Joel.
In my game, yes.
Well, it's true. If you had failed the role, your wife would have found you, and you would have cuddled all night. So, yeah, that was missed.
It was my wife at the river?
Yeah, it was your wife. Yeah.
Sorry, honey.
So
We
anyway.
met eventually. We're okay.
Exactly. It's all
Yeah.
good. It all worked out.
Yeah.
So fun.
What was in my backpack?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
Look,
like Pulp
these were
Fiction. You
just-
never know what's in the suitcase.
Do you realize that like I literally had to write this so that nobody ended up with a weapon after the bloodbath? That's why everybody died.
I
'Cause
tried
if
so hard
anybody-
for the
'cause if
trident.
anybody had a weapon, then I had no idea what to do with that. So I was just I was so overwhelmed.
Pointy
So-
end goes in the other person.
Yeah, right?
Oh man, that was fun. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah,
that
thank
was
you,
a lot
Matt.
of fun. We
Oh,
hope
thank
you
you.
enjoyed this at home as well. It was a fun journey for us. We had a good time with it. Matt, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to here at the end, or anything you want to plug?
Oh my gosh. Shoot. I was prepping for this. I thought I should have written something down. I would just like to shout out to myself in the future. Dude, I'm so proud of you for winning Survivor, Big Brother, and The Amazing Race all in one year. I knew you could do it. Oh man. Anyway.
I'm happy I knew you way back when.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? You're an inspiration to me, and I'm so glad that I know you.
Yes.
Future Mats.
Future Matts.
Thank you.
And Matts, I will definitely watch that season when you get on there. So
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it. Oh well, one day.
Yeah.
But no, just honestly, thank you guys for just giving me the chance to do this. It was a lot of work, and I'm just glad I got to give like some of my favorite people a break for the week. So
we appreciate it. We
Yeah,
appreciate
was great.
honestly. Thank you for being here.
We have not laughed like that since a couple weeks, so it's great.
But before we go, we'd like to give some love to our patrons, including the I Am a Listener tier, such as Shannon West, Sean Sanquist, Scott Sprague, Rocky and Steph, Sir and Madam Hicks, Lady Terry Finley, Jennifer Kilkowski, Jake the Cooler King Swallow, Glow Clin Daniel, Chris Strout, Braden Winterton, Bacon Council member Wannabe Kyler, Allison Gall, Alicia Bass, and Adam and Rachel Crump. And then we have our Bacon Council, which includes Stephen Ross, Ryan and Marley Farron, our favorite couple of Madsons, Nicole Postal Elf number 29 Hale, Mats! Hey! Harrell Highness Jessica Terry, Dead Chris Walking, Beaker, and Reverse Listener. Thank you, patrons. We really do appreciate your support. It means the world to us. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits. They perform Saturday nights at the Mid-Veld Performing Arts Center. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
If you want to find me on Twitter or Instagram, it's at Kenny3DD. If you want to read my movie reviews, it's at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you want to challenge me to a fight,
One
Yes,
fight. No,
yes.
two fights.
just
Yes.
one fight, you can actually schedule time with me at Blake'sBarbershop.com.
Is it haircuts or fights they schedule there?
I got sharp objects.
Oh.
So, you know what I'm saying. Or you can connect with me on social media. That's at Tumbling Mustard on Twitter and Instagram. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Go ahead and like that Facebook page and stop by at Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. While you're doing that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale, where you can get yourself some merch and become a billboard of Baconsale. And then if you like the show, you like what's going on, and you want to support us further, stop by patreon.com/Baconsale, where support starts at just $3 a month. You can hear Joel's thoughts on a Spider-Man trailer, amongst many other things. See a lot of notes, all sorts of fun. Patreon.com/Baconsale.
And we are coming up on our season finale, coming up here in a couple weeks, so don't just be prepared for that. But until next time, I'm going to go home and make out with my wife.
Gross.
Joel kisses?
More gore. Please, that's all I ask.
no.
Always more.
Facts in my eyes.
You got beautiful facts in your eyes, Joel.
I would, first of all, just like to give a quick shout out to Jake, even though we all know he's not listening.
Where you going, buddy?
Early show tinkle.
You're going down, Don.
I never get a partner in life.
You know, the Hunger Games in Utah would just be about like
Sunday?
flavored sodas. I like carbs. Did you know I won a fight?
Did I not say, don't
Zack!
climb a tree?
You didn't have to listen.
You listen to the guy over here who died in his second fight he never fought.
But I won one of them.
Kent, I'm proud of you. You lasted longer than I thought you would.
Oh,
So-
thank you. Ew.
We're married.
Ew.
It's cute when you're married. I like to kiss her. There, I said it.
Ew.
Ew. Hunger Games and
make
chill.
it
Can I roll to see if I successfully made out? No.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
High stakes game, Joel.
I just want to know if I've eaten the bread yet.
Yes, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious. I'm sure it was the best bread you've ever had.
It was.
Oh, homemade bread.
When we kiss, we're invisible.
Like chameleons? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Their superpower.
Do you ever kiss but like not make the sound? It's weird.
Hold on.
Don't make noise.
You look like a fish.
Guys, we've got off the rails. We've got off the rails.
I'm like sounds
Mostly-
like
This needs to be recorded. Oh my gosh.
Get back on the track.
Ladies.
The point,
Who's your favorite host on the show, Matt? Play your
Joel.
cards.
Joel.
I know. Clearly.
it's always Joel.
I got my bread. I got my girl. I'm good.
You have to roll. Matt. Unbelievable. You look at a tree. You get hit in the back of the head. Should I roll for it? No, you're dead. Joel, you're good, man. You're super cool. I'm an angry ghost.
What?
I'm liking the way this game is going.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Imagine that. Yeah, I just about killed my wife. We gave her a nice honeymoon.
Can I help it if Matt makes me feel special?
Validation is always nice, Matt.
My husband's an idiot.
Overall, I like him outside the Hunger Games.
Hold on. Is the Hunger Games like an MLM?
I can't do it either.
It's contagious.
He's so prudent. He loves free food.
That is true.
Are there coupons in the backpack?
Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah, well, I just won the first fight of my entire life, so I'm jazzed right now. I'm feeling aggressive. Let's get him.
I choose to kill Kent.